In the vast theater of the human psyche, archetypes play pivotal roles, each a character in the unfolding drama of self-discovery and transformation. The persona, akin to a mask donned for the world's stage, negotiates the delicate balance between our inner truth and societal facades. It is the architect of our public persona, meticulously constructed, often subconsciously, to align with societal expectations and norms. The shadow, meanwhile, lurks in the recesses of our unconscious, a repository of repressed desires, unacknowledged fears, and primal instincts. It is the antithesis of our conscious identity, a hidden mirror reflecting the parts of us that we shun or wish to obscure. Confronting the shadow is not just a journey into our inner darkness, it is a pilgrimage towards personal growth and enlightenment, for nestled within its enigmatic depths lie the seeds of transformation and self-actualization. The Anima and Animus serve as conduits to the soul, representing respectively the feminine essence within a man and the masculine spirit within a woman. These archetypes are the celestial guides in our odyssey towards understanding and integrating the attributes of the opposite gender, fostering a harmonious and holistic self. The Great Mother, an archetype as ancient as time, manifests in countless forms across the cultural spectrum. She is the embodiment of the nurturing and life-giving force, as well as the harbinger of destruction and change. As the eternal fountain of creation and the steward of nature's relentless cycles, she encapsulates the duality of life itself. At the zenith of this archetypal hierarchy stands the self, the epitome of wholeness and the harmonious union of the conscious and unconscious realms of our psyche. It is the compass guiding us towards individuation, the transcendental journey to realize our most authentic, integrated selves, moving beyond the ego to embrace the full spectrum of our existence. These archetypes, envisioned by Jung, are not mere static entities, but vibrant, dynamic forces that weave through the fabric of our lives, subtly and profoundly influencing our journey. They are the universal motifs of the collective unconscious, the shared heritage that shapes the human narrative across epochs and cultures. In the mysterious realm of our psyche, the shadow archetype stands as a testament to our most hidden and unexplored aspects. It is the dark twin of our conscious self, a spectral figure lurking in the depths of our unconscious. The shadow is not just a mere repository of our fears and repressed desires. It is a complex, multifaceted entity that encapsulates all that we have denied in ourselves, the traits we deem unacceptable or incongruent with our perceived identity. Imagine the shadow as a silent whisperer, echoing the parts of ourselves we have pushed into the abyss of our subconscious. It holds our suppressed impulses, secret fantasies, and forbidden emotions, the aspects we often judge as inappropriate or unworthy. It's the anger we swallow, the envy we cloak under a smile, the primal desires we mask under the guise of civility. The shadow is a mirror reflecting the hidden face we dare not show the world, yet it is as much a part of us as the air we breathe. Engaging with the shadow is not a journey for the faint-hearted. It demands courage to confront what lies in that murky terrain. It's akin to exploring a dark forest where our deepest fears and unacknowledged aspects recede. But within this darkness lies the key to our true liberation and growth. By acknowledging and integrating our shadow, we embark on a path of self-realization, unearthing the treasures buried in our inner darkness. The shadow, paradoxically, can be a source of strength and creativity. In its depths lie the raw materials of our potential. When we harness these hidden forces, we unlock a wellspring of creativity, vitality, and authenticity. The process of reconciling with our shadow enables us to live more fully, embracing the entirety of our being without fear or denial. This archetype, then, is not an adversary, but a guide leading us to self-discovery and wholeness. It teaches us that true self-knowledge comes not from the light alone, but from an understanding of the darkness within. As we integrate the shadow, we bring balance to our psyche, merging the light and dark into a harmonious whole. The shadow is a call to venture into the uncharted territories of our inner world, to embrace the totality of who we are. It challenges us to look beyond the surface and explore the profound depths of our being. In this exploration, we find not only ourselves, but also a deeper connection to the collective human experience. In the human psyche, the concept of the shadow, as illuminated by Carl Jung, intertwines with Friedrich Nietzsche's profound insights into the nature of the self. The shadow is a crucial element of Jung's analytical psychology, symbolizing the dark, unconscious part of our personality. Nietzsche's philosophy complements this by encouraging a bold confrontation with our innermost truths, no matter how unsettling they may be. The shadow, in Jungian terms, is the hidden, repressed, and often least desirable aspects of our personality. It's the sum of all personal and collective psychic elements which we deem unworthy or undesirable, and therefore push away from our conscious awareness. Jung posited that confronting the shadow is vital for achieving psychological wholeness, for in its depths lie unexplored potentials and the seeds of transformation. Nietzsche, in his contemplative and often provocative style, urges us to confront what he termed the abyss within ourselves. He challenged the notion of a purely rational and controlled existence, arguing for the integration of all aspects of our nature, including those we might fear or reject. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch or overman is a call to transcend traditional moralities and embrace a life of authenticity, which can only be achieved by acknowledging and integrating the full spectrum of our being, including the shadow. Integrating the shadow, as Jung and Nietzsche suggest, is not a process of eradicating or defeating it. Instead, it is an act of acknowledging and understanding its presence within us. It involves a courageous dive into the depths of our unconscious, bringing to light the aspects of ourselves that we have denied or suppressed. In doing so, we not only become more self-aware, but also more compassionate towards the complexities of human nature. Moreover, Jung believed that the shadow, if not acknowledged, could manifest in our external life as projections. We often attribute our own unacceptable qualities to others, seeing in them what we refuse to see in ourselves. Nietzsche's philosophy complements this by urging us to overcome the delusions and deceptions we create about ourselves and others, advocating for a life of radical honesty and self-overcoming. Archetypal figures that inhabit the collective unconscious. The Great Mother archetype reigns with a presence both nurturing and formidable, a primordial essence that resonates through the ages. She is the embodiment of creation and destruction, a symbol of fertility, wisdom, and the inexorable cycles of nature. The Great Mother, in her myriad forms, whispers to us of the eternal truths of birth, growth, death, and rebirth. She is Gaia, the Earth Mother, her arms wide open in an embrace as ancient as the world itself, her heart beating in rhythm with the ebb and flow of the seas, her breath a gentle breeze that rustles through ancient forests. In her nurturing bosom, she cradles all of life, offering sustenance, shelter, and the profound, unconditional love only a mother can give. She is the soil from which all life springs, and to which all life eventually returns, a reminder of our interconnectedness with the natural world. Yet, the Great Mother is not only the gentle nurturer. She is also Kali, the fierce and powerful deity, embodying the transformative power of destruction. She dances the dance of time, her every step a drumbeat heralding change, her hands wielding the force of cosmic upheaval. In her formidable aspect, she teaches use that creation often requires destruction, that to make way for the new, the old must sometimes be swept away. In her universal womb lies the potential for all life, the dark, mysterious void from which all creation emerges. She is the keeper of the mysteries of birth and death, the guardian of the threshold between worlds. Her wisdom is as deep as the ocean and as ancient as the stars, a wisdom that speaks of the interconnectedness of all things, of the cycles that govern life and the universe. The Great Mother is also the archetype of instinctual knowledge and intuition. She is the inner voice that guides us, the knowing that comes not from books or words, but from the depths of our being. She is the connection to our primal selves, to the instincts and intuitions that have guided humanity since the dawn of time. In our personal journeys, the Great Mother archetype can manifest in various ways, as a literal mother, a spiritual guide, a source of inspiration, or a force of nature that shapes our lives. She can be the compassionate listener, the wise counselor, or the fierce protector. She challenges us to grow, nurtures our potential, and when necessary, pushes us out of the nest so that we might soar. The Great Mother calls us to recognize and honor the feminine within and around us, to acknowledge the nurturing, life-giving forces that sustain and enrich our existence. She invites us to embrace the cyclical nature of life, to find beauty in the unfolding of time, and to see ourselves as an integral part of the vast, living tapestry of the universe. In essence, the Great Mother archetype is a profound reminder of the boundless capacity for love, growth, and transformation that resides within us all. She is both a symbol and a direct experience of the nurturing and transformative power that lies at the heart of existence, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world in which we live. The concept of the self emerges as the quintessence of our being, the nucleus of our inner universe. It is the archetype of wholeness, the orchestrator of our psychological symphony, harmonizing the disparate notes of our persona, shadow, anima, or animus, and the myriad other aspects that constitute our psyche. The self, as envisioned in the profound depths of Jungian psychology, is not merely the ego, the conscious mind that navigates the everyday world. It is far more expansive, a totality that encompasses both the conscious and unconscious realms of our existence. The self is the guiding force, the inner sage that beckons us toward individuation, the process of becoming wholly ourselves, integrating the multifaceted aspects of our character into a unified and balanced whole. In the realm of the self, we find our true north, an internal compass that guides us through the labyrinth of our inner world. It is a source of wisdom and insight, arising from the depths of our unconscious, offering us glimpses into the profound truths of our existence. The self is the bridge between the mundane and the mystical, the finite and the infinite, the human and the divine. Poetically, the self can be likened to a radiant sun at the center of our personal universe, illuminating the darkest corners of our mind, casting light on the shadows, and revealing the hidden treasures within. It is the alchemist's stone, transmuting the base metals of our fears, desires, and ignorances into the gold of wisdom, compassion, and understanding. In the journey toward self-realization, the self is both the path and the destination. It is an odyssey that takes us into the uncharted territories of our psyche, inviting us to explore the vast landscapes of our mind and spirit. As we journey inward, we encounter the dragons of our fears, the guardians of our deepest wounds, and the angels of our highest aspirations. Each step on this journey brings us closer to the self, to a fuller expression of who we are and who we might become. The self is the archetype of potential, the seed of all that we are and all that we could be. It is the promise of growth, the call to adventure, the whisper of the universe within us. In its presence, we find the courage to face our shadows, the strength to embrace our contradictions, and the wisdom to live with authenticity and purpose. Engaging with the self is a sacred dialogue, a conversation that unfolds in the quiet moments of introspection, in the dreams that visit us in the night, and in the synchronicities that dance through our lives. It is a dialogue that invites us to ask the deepest questions, to seek the most profound truths, and to open ourselves to the transformative power of self-awareness. In essence, the self is the embodiment of our human quest for meaning, the yearning to understand our place in the cosmos, and the desire to live in harmony with the deepest truths of our existence. It is the wellspring of creativity, the fountain of inspiration, and the sanctuary of our innermost being. In the embrace of the self, we find our home in the universe, a place of belonging, understanding, and profound peace.